Punch the sky, Spaceman Joe. Yeah.
I saw like a 60-foot po' boy.
Oh, that sounds like fun ads. Not the ads that I get for some reason.
What ads are you getting?
Mostly like medical shit.
Oh. No, I get mostly shrimp-based ads. I'm all about it.
Okay.
Yeah, indeed. But you also know what I'm all about, Nate. It's that paranormal news.
60-foot blackened catfish?
Yes, 60-foot blackened catfish. Just lay them all on their side, slather them up, bake them up, whatever you make blackened with. I'm not sure what that cooking style is, but I'm into it. And I'm also into some paranormal news, Nate. Let's get into it. I'm Roger, joined by Nate. Jordan is doing an investigation in Scotland. It is actually not Loch Ness Monster related, but family curse related. We hope you get out of that curse soon, buddy. And that's really all we can do. We lit the graveyard candles that Nate makes. And
yeah, he was gifted that lordship and then had to go defend it against the ghosts of that land.
Tis their way. For right now, though, let's shift off and talk about a Stanford like a human, Roger. Let's talk about a Stanford professor who says he is 100% sure that aliens are already on Earth. 100% sure, Nate.
I stand with him. I feel like if they exist, of course they are, right?
You think we're... Oh, and we'll go into the story, but are you saying that you're also a fan of a Men in Black situation to where this is a sort of vacation refuge from the hustle and bustle of true alien life and politics?
Yeah, you gotta leave the intergalactic battle and, go see an ocean every once in a while.
And that's fair because you live on a lava planet, so you don't have oceans.
Exactly.
So this story comes to us from interestingengineering.com, and it is written by Alma Yoschaco with a very interesting footnote.
Fielding.
With a very interesting footnote. And now let's go into this story about a Stanford professor who would bet his life on the fact that there's aliens on Earth right now. Gary Nolan, PhD, a professor in the Department of Pathology at Stanford University of Medicine, has claimed that aliens have not only visited Earth, but that they have been here for decades and continue to be here. He made these claims during a session titled "The Pentagon, Extraterrestrial Intelligence, and Crashed UFOs" at the SALT I Connection in 2023. The conference that welcomes investors, entrepreneurs, and policymakers to discuss disruptive innovations relating to finance, economics, and geopolitics. Obviously, he was part of the finance section.
That feels like a crazy thing to have at that conference.
Right? Like out of all the geopolitics that you could be talking about currently in 2023, there is a Pentagon Extraterrestrial Intelligence and Crashed UFOs conference where a professor of pathology is giving a talk or is giving comments.
Like, where you want your investments to go. You are overlords.
All hail Kang.
Yeah.
But what relevance?
I voted Kodos.
I know you did. You're a Kodos, man, and no judgments. Just like you don't judge me, I hope. But what relevance does an immunologist have when talking about extraterrestrial life? It turns out that Nolan published a paper in 2018 disproving the notion that the Atacama humanoid skeleton could be of alien origin. So he's going out there disproving that certain skeletons, and I looked into it. I have a link that I am right now sharing to our listen along from the National Institute of Health and their National Library of Medicine, part of the National Center of Biotechnology and Information. And this is a paper on the Atacama skeleton written by Gary Nolan and Atul Bute. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that last part right. Butte. But, you know, that's a cool last name. You got it. Anyway, the paper goes into a lot of stuff. It turns out the skeleton is a Chilean skeleton.
Does this name actually, can it be pronounced as a cool butt?
A tool butt. So he wrote that this is not
cool. I heard cool. My bad.
I definitely did not enunciate properly. So he, in this paper, disproves that this skeleton is not a extraterrestrial skeleton. It has human DNA that is normal, and it is in fact a Chilean female. So that's why he's here talking about this. This got him in touch with several pilots who got close to supposed unidentified aerial phenomenon and the fields generated by them. And that's right. Everything I said is correct, according to this article. Nolan, who went and disproved extraterrestrial evidence, believes that aliens are definitely fucking here. Nolan claims to have...
I imagine he wants to disprove things so that he can, make wide, grand assumptions in the other direction.
I like that as well. Also, something that is a true pipeline of work, if you will. Professors of acclaimed universities saying shit about aliens and then getting invited on ancient alien type shows and making that money. He's going for a History Channel show is what I'm saying. Now, Nolan claims to have studied MRI scans of these pilots and observed white matter disease, similar to patients with multiple sclerosis. He described individuals as had seen UAPs or UFOs to have a smorgasbord of symptoms to Vice, who did a profile on him in 2021.
I mean, do you describe that as a smorgasbord? That's usually a good thing. I feel like there's charcuterie involved.
Now, when pushed...
This sounds real bad.
Now, when pushed about the evidence behind his recent claim, Nolan mentioned the WOW signal. And as we all know, that was a narrow band radio signal regarded to be one of the most famous pieces of evidence for extraterrestrial intelligence. On the paper, you can Google it. It's an image of a bunch of digitized code of, I believe, energy for radio frequencies. And certain parts are circled that are extremely high and focused, and it just says WOW on there, thus named the WOW signal. Although it has not been definitively proven that the signal originated from alien civilizations, and scientists published work suggesting a comet to be the source instead, Nolan said that people experience the WOW signal regularly. I can't speak anymore. A statement from the moderator termed tough to believe. Nolan spoke of his beliefs that alien species are surveilling humankind using drones and advanced forms of AI, and asserted that physicists at defense corporations he has worked with shared information about these advanced technologies the government has recovered and attempted to reverse engineer. So another
Well,
person, a professor of Stanford, saying the government's got this shit.
And they'd have to reach out to somebody to try and figure out how it works. Probably a team of people, and loose lips down spaceships.
Loose lips down spaceships. Beautiful. To destigmatize the conversation around extraterrestrial life and the possibility that humans may not be the most advanced forms of life out there, Nolan describes how 501c3 nonprofit organizations could help write policy papers for governments and commercial enterprises. He would like to see a few paranormal groups write some government policy, and I think I agree with him.
I think that we're qualified.
Also,
let's become a think tank.
Government, I know you're listening because you listen to everything. If you want Werewolf Radar to be part of your paranormal think tank, deal with aliens and ghosts and all these weird things, knock on the ceiling real quick. And we'll meet you in the front in 2 hours. Did you get anything, Nate?
Nothing but the normal knocking.
All right. Yeah, mine was abnormal, but it's there all the time.
Right.
Kind of like a 7/4 jazz nonsense.
Exactly.
Now, Nolan is also helping, or is hopeful, that Congress will create a whistleblowers program that would allow people from within the Department of Defense and other bodies working on this matter to speak up and share their insights to allow for further disclosure.
I mean, I like that idea, but also I can picture like various crazy ass members of the House reporting just the most insane, fake, weird shit that you've ever heard.
That's the entertaining shit, and then the other shit is real. There's nothing wrong with having entertainment and truth. Now, my favorite footnote on this article, that's been this article, and it ends with it saying, and this kills me as a former print journalist fellow, this article was written and edited by a human with the assistance of generative AI tools. Find out more about our policy on AI-powered writing here.
Oh, that's awful.
And that's the future we live in. But the present, a Stanford professor is out there saying that 100% sure aliens are already on Earth. The government has probes. We're reverse engineering technology. Hopefully the future is going to get a lot more lasers.
Yeah, well, and it sounds like, hey, watch the skies, because the skies are already watching you.
Indeed. Good closing there, Nate. Let's wrap up with our ultra duper seeker sign off line after we ask you to please give us a 5-star review wherever you can. It really helps us out, allows other people to find us more easily, as it will be more suggested in various feeds. If you really, really like what we do, check us out on Twitter. Say hello. Tell us if you have paranormal experiences, or share paranormal content that you enjoy, or various articles. And of course, check out patreon.com/werewolf radar. If you would like to give us a financial donation, keep the Werewolf Radar running, and maybe perhaps even allow us to be full-time paranormal podcasters, going to crazy haunted houses when we're not recording and getting possessed and making our eyes bleed. That would be a fun video.
And of course,
also check out our YouTube, where we have a new paranormal, or a new video content from Jordan, and that cartoon, which I need to put up on YouTube. That's for me. Check out our TikTok for Jordan's cartoon. What were you going to say, Nate? What are you plugging? Plug.
Oh, I was just saying, if you do get involved in the Patreon, you will receive merch.
Oh yeah, you receive
You'll
merch.
get some fun stuff. You'll get
You receive extra
shows.
content, extra shows every week. Fiction from me when I'm finally not busy and can edit and write a little bit more. And just, you can suggest content. We listen to the Dark Council more than anyone. Also, our Discord. Join our Discord. Links in our Twitter, where you can talk to us directly, have fun. We share all sorts of weird, fun paranormal memes and play a lot of video games. And also our Twitch. We got a lot of stuff.
We do. Twitch.tv/werewolf_radar every Monday. At 4 p.m. Mountain Time.
We might be playing some Phasmophobia if Nate wants. If not, I might be playing a new game of sci-fi noir detective serial killing. Who knows?
Usually Dungeons and Dragons, but
usually Dungeons and Dragons though. But Jordan's in Scotland.
Part of our team is currently fighting their own Dungeons and Dragons in real life.
Yes. I hope you solve the curse, Jordan. But we know you're here in spirit, and we'll feel your energy as we say on the count of 3 our super deeker super sign-off line from one Dylan Gutierrez. 1, 2, 3. Suspect the void, space persons, whomever.
If it's cruel, then you understand you've been lied to. For soul removal, that means that you losing every time you don't know the fucking truth.